Okay.
All right.
How to start?
How, but I need a refill of my green tea then. Did you start it?
It's recording.
Oh, okay, cool. But you can cut that part out. Of course you're gonna edit this one.
Yeah. How do you feel?
Cold. This is supposed to be spring, and for some reason feels like winter, even though there's a bit of a sun outside, making no difference whatsoever. So whoever is thinking to move to New Zealand, here's a tip, that you're gonna find it really cold if you're coming from a hot country. I am coming from India. It's humid all the time, and you let me put it in a simple way. You take shower 3 times. So that's the kind of weather I lived in for close to 28 years before I
Whereabouts?
So it's a small place called Mangalore. That's where I grew up.
Oh, okay. Get started.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here today with Ziya. Ziya is one of my best friends in New Zealand. He's from India, as you said.
Yep.
Bangalore?
Yeah, Bangalore.
Bangalore.
Yeah.
Like Bangalore.
You gonna say bang hello?
Bangalore. Okay. Deal. Okay, he's from Bangalore. So I've been receiving lots of questions about the stages, how to come to New Zealand and how to get the visa types in New Zealand. So he's one of the guys who come from another country to New Zealand and who has been to every single stages in New Zealand. So he started with student visa in
Yep.
New Zealand, right?
Yep.
So let's hear your story. So how did you end up in New Zealand?
So I was working like a IT guy, supply chain industry.
Yeah.
Back in India, it's not easy to. It's not a social. It's not a culture that once you're 25-ish, you don't go back to school. You move on with your life and
You keep working.
Yeah, you keep working, get
Yeah.
married, kids get older, and you die. Right. So that was one factor that I wanted to study. Right. Second factor was my family was already here. So I have 2 brothers here, and my parents were already moved here. So I was all alone in India working and all of that. Right. Third one was. More or less, I could say I was not very comfortable going to the US. I've always had this calling towards nature, and I paid 28,000.
What
New
was that
Zealand.
for?
This is for the whole postgraduate diploma in logistics and supply chain management.
Yeah.
Right. I paid upfront 28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As an international student, right?
Yeah, as an international. So
Yeah.
mind you, if you are a PR holder here or you're a resident here or a citizen here, I think you just have to pay.
So that's actually me.
Oh, that's you.
We were actually in the same class. We were
Right.
doing the postgraduate in the same class, which was logistics and supply chain management.
Right.
So he was an international student, so he paid $28,000.
Yeah.
As a domestic student, I paid 8,000 something.
So,
Let's say 8,500.
Yeah.
So,
So
it
I
is-
paid 20 grand more.
Yeah. So
As
I
an
would say it
international
is more than 3 times.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So keep it in your mind. If you're coming to New Zealand and if you want to do your postgraduate, it's gonna cost you at least
This was
at least 25,000.
Yeah,
Let's say.
I would say
It may depend on the university.
again. What I'm saying is, depending on the course as well.
Yeah, definitely. So it was postgraduate.
This
it
was
one of the
1 year
most
course.
expensive one.
This
I
is
guess.
1 year course.
Yeah, 1 year course. Yeah.
The duration is higher, you pay more, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna cost
And
you
if
quite
the
a bit.
level is higher,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
gonna
that's
pay
right.
more.
This was a level 8.
Yeah.
During your studies, you can work 20 hours per week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was it. You
Yeah.
cannot work more than 20 hours because it's government's
You're
way.
basically student.
Yeah, you're basically
Your
student.
main job is being student.
Yeah,
You're
studying,
not here to
right?
work. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: during holidays, you can work full time. There's no restriction.
You were on student visa. This is why you were allowed to work only 20 hours per week.
That's right.
But
And-
there was no restrictions for me
Yeah,
at all
that's
because I was having my residency at this time. So I was actually working full time and studying
yeah.
part time.
Cool.
Yeah.
True.
So
true.
you were having restrictions because it was your visa.
Yeah.
Tell us about your process of finding job in New Zealand.
I would tell you that I seriously got lucky.
He was. I was witnessing that process, to be honest. He was super lucky.
So I had one of my mate who, Lyle, I think he was in the previous video somewhere. I don't remember. So that guy got a job and he referred me.
Yeah.
So that was the perfect time. I was just finishing my course.
Yeah.
And he referred me and I went for the interview and they just hired me straight up.
And how did it work actually? So you got your interview, you got accepted, and they hired you, and straight away they applied for your work visa, or you did it yourself?
No. So they did not apply for my work visa. So here is the thing: when you come in here for, I think level 8 is education, so you do 1 year course, and once you finish, you can apply for a open work visa.
For a year.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in this, you can work for any company, right? So difference between open work visa and work visa. Open work visa, you can work with anybody, you can quit this job, go to another one. 1 year, you can do all of this,
Yeah.
right? If it is in a work visa, a company applies for you, then you cannot leave that company.
Let's clarify the things. So he actually works for a logistics company, but within the IT department. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
He's still an IT guy,
Yeah.
but working for a logistics
That's right.
company.
The domain
Yeah.
is related to what I studied.
Yeah.
Right? So I could relate to that and applied for my residency from there. They
Yeah.
need skilled people.
Yeah.
Okay, they wouldn't get a 50-year-old guy and who's like 50 or 60-year-old guy
Yeah.
who's got a kidney problem and all of that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a liability.
Who is
going to
cost the country?
That's right.
Yeah.
So what they want is someone who can boost their economy
Definitely.
as
being
a very skilled
Who's gonna
employee.
be beneficial for the
That's
country,
right.
right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's how it is. So you have to prove a point. So there is this point system where you'll get points for age,
Yeah.
your education,
Yeah.
your work experience,
Yeah.
previous work experience.
Definitely.
If you have a family here, then you get
Yeah.
points for that as well.
Anything
And if you
else?
have a job offer, then you have
Definitely.
that
One of the main things,
Yeah,
right?
that'll just boost you with 60 points or something like that.
Okay. Let's give them a little summary. All right. You come to New Zealand on student visa. You studied postgraduate at Massey University, and it did cost you $28,000 just for 1 year study.
Yeah.
And after that, you got your job offer.
Yeah.
Am I right? And
Yeah.
then you applied for work visa. You got it.
Yeah.
And after a while, you got your residency.
Yeah.
Are you happy with your job so far?
Oh, yeah, love it.
Love it?
Yeah, love it.
Happy with the money?
IT pays very well.
Very well.
Yeah. Comfortable.
Very well.
Yeah. Because that's one of those areas which is short supply.
Yeah.
So it kind of pays better than any other field.
Yeah. So to the guys who were actually asking me what to study in New Zealand, yeah, good idea, good tip for you guys. Study IT in New Zealand. So probably, most likely, you'll be able to get a job in New Zealand, right?
Yeah.
The things you like about New Zealand.
Outdoors, man, nature, it is so awesome. It's beyond comprehension. The beauty is beyond comprehension. You must have seen some of the videos in this channel. It is breathtakingly beautiful.
They haven't seen so much yet, thanks to weather, but they will see it soon.
Yeah, stick
hopefully.
around, stay tuned to this channel. You will see the beauty of this country.
Hopefully, one day
is-
soon. What do you think about New Zealanders?
New Zealanders are extremely friendly.
Extremely
people.
friendly, yeah.
Extremely friendly
Yeah.
people, considering the fact that I'm coming from Asia,
Yeah.
where people are like to their mind their own kind of business and
Yeah.
rush and mechanical approach.
It's raining again, so I had to move the camera.
Yeah, I mean, people are really friendly.
Really friendly. They
Yeah.
like to keep the distance.
They like to keep the distance. It's the same case everywhere, right? But if you approach them,
Not really, because when I talk about friendship, according to where I come from in New Zealand, it's quite different. I
Yeah,
mean,
the culture of friendship is different.
Yeah,
I
definitely, right?
totally get that
Yeah.
because the places like Middle East or Asia where this friendship is like you die for that guy and
Quite intense.
Yeah, quite
Yeah.
intense, right?
Yeah.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
Like you meet up, you catch up, you do have a great time and everything.
But
and then
you
you go.
just don't go too deep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What do you really not like about New Zealand?
Public transport is pretty shit.
It is indeed, right? And it is expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive and it's pretty shit.
Yeah.
If you have a car,
Yeah.
then it's sweet.
It's much cheaper than public transport.
Yeah, and the city, well, again, if you have a car, parking is expensive in the city.
I don't think I have any more questions. I'd like to thank you for joining my video.
Oh, my pleasure.
Pleasure.
Absolute pleasure.
Well, guys, it was super cold today. It's still cold.
Yeah.
We are literally shaking.
Yeah.
We are about to be frozen. So we better end
All
up
right.
our video.
Until next time,
Yeah.
adios, people.
Thanks for watching. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope we covered most of the questions that you guys have been asking me. Again, thanks to you, Ziya.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
Anytime.
I'll see you guys next time. Please stay tuned for better videos.
Yep.
Take care.
They're coming.